Hello, and welcome to our yoga class of self-love. This practice is an invitation to honor yourself just as you are, with all your unique beauty and imperfections. We're going to begin by coming onto our backs. Soles of the feet will touch, knees fall open wide. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And let's begin with a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. This time in through the nose and out through the nose. Today we're going to create a sanctuary where we can practice self-compassion, acceptance, and really loving and caring for ourselves just as we would a dear friend. This practice is all about giving ourselves the same compassion, the same kindness that we would give to another. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Gently rock forward and back, just massaging out your spine. And the next time you rock forward, make your way onto your hands and knees. Place the palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, open your heart and drop the belly. Exhale, round your spine, chin to your chest. Inhale, open the heart, and exhale, round your spine. And one more time, inhale, open your heart, and exhale, round. On your next breath in, come back to a neutral spine. And we'll walk the hands forward for a puppy pose. Keep the hips aligned directly over the knees. Feel that you're sinking the heart down toward the mat. You can rest the forehead on your mat or gaze forward if that's comfortable for your neck. Let's stay here for a few breaths, allowing the heart to melt into the earth. I love this quote from Rumi that says, when we practice loving kindness and compassion, we are the first ones to profit. Let's now take that left arm and cross it across the mat. Keep the right arm extended. Once again, you can gaze forward or rest your forehead on that left forearm. Think of pulling the hips back, creating some traction in the spine. And then we'll simply change sides, cross the right arm across the mat, extend the left arm forward, either drop the head or gaze forward, heart still melting down toward the earth. And then once again, re-extend into puppy pose. See if the heart can dip just a little bit more toward the earth. And then from here, we'll slide forward into a Sphinx pose. Place the elbows under the shoulders. Think of broadening through the chest. And then we'll lower down, place the palms under the shoulders, and inhale, rise up for a cobra. Elbows stay bent. Exhale to lower. Inhale, undulate up, articulating through the spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up a little higher, maybe the elbows straighten. Exhale to lower. Inhale, rise up for a full upward facing dog. Press back into child's pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. Round through your spine, coming into our first plank pose. Checking in with alignment here, making sure the palms are under the shoulders, the core is engaged and pulled in. This will keep you from sagging into that low back and putting pressure on the discs. On an exhale, press back, downward facing dog. It's our first one, so pedal out the feet. Take any movements that feel good to your body. When you're ready, you can lift the sit bones and sink the heels down into the mat. Think of pressing the heart towards the shins. Inhale through your nose and exhale through the nose. Engaging Ujjayi breath, listening to that whisper-like sound of the breath as it flows in and out. Let this become the anchor for your practice. Let's gaze forward and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, forward fold, clasping opposite elbows, keeping a soft bend in the knees if the hamstrings are tight. Crown of the head magnetizing toward the earth. On an inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, take that length forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, plant the palms, step back into high plank pose, and on your exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog, staying with the flow of the breath, listening to that sound. Let that become the anchor. When the mind starts to wander, bring it back to the sound of the breath. Gaze forward, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, get nice and long through the spine. Take the length into a fold. On an inhale, roll up all the way to standing. Sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, forward fold. Arms coming out to the sides. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms. As you exhale, walk or jump back. Lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Know that you can modify those chaturanga sequences and simply press straight back to downward facing dog. Or you can up-level things by taking an extra push-up on your way back to down dog. Gaze forward, jump to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, rise up, chair pose, bend your knees, sink down into the hips. Arms alongside the ears, strong energy reaching even through the fingertips. Sink down just a little bit lower, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, plant the palms, walk or jump back, flowing through your chaturanga, making that sequence your own sequence, practicing self-love by tuning into your body's needs. Inhale, right heel high, and exhale, step that right foot between the hands, spin your back foot flat, and let's rise up for warrior one. You want to have those left toes angled slightly forward toward the top left corner of your mat. Right knee directly over the right ankle. On your exhale, reach around behind your back, interlace the fingers, straighten through the elbows, and open the chest, open the heart. On an exhale, fold your body forward, torso to the inside of that right leg. Stay committed to the lunge so the right knee maintains its angle directly on top of the right ankle. And then just allow the arms to reach toward the sky. maybe even overhead. Inhale and rise back up into warrior one, arms alongside the ears. Plant the palms, step back, lower. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel reaches high. As you exhale, step that foot between the hands, spin the right toes flat, and sweep the arms overhead. Check in with the alignment, left knee over left ankle, right toes slightly angled forward toward the top right corner of the mat. Belly pulled in, tailbone tucked. Stay with the sound of your breath. On your exhale, reach around behind you, interlace the fingers, straighten the arms, open the heart and chest. Take all of that opening of the chest forward as you move into your humble warrior, torso releasing to the inside of the left knee, arms reaching high. On your inhale, rise back up, sweep the arms overhead, lower the palms to the mat, step back, flow through chaturanga, keeping the right angle between the elbows and shoulders as you move through that sequence. Back to down dog, breath in and breath out. Gaze forward, walk or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take the length forward. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, sink low in the hips, and then replant the palms as you fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, jump back, flow through chaturanga. Making the practice your own is self-compassion. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, interlace the hands. And exhale, forward fold into humble warrior. Inhale, rise back up, arms sweep high. Exhale, lower the palms, step back, chaturanga. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, step the left foot forward, spin the right foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Interlace the hands, breathe in, and exhale, fold into humble warrior. Inhale, rise back up, arms sweep high. Exhale, lower the palms, step back, chaturanga. Staying with that ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. Even as the practice intensifies, maintain your commitment to that breath. That is the central component of yoga. Deep, full ujjayi breathing. Gaze forward, walk or jump to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine, exhale, fold it forward. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, arms reach high. Plant your palms, forward fold. Lengthen on your inhale, walk or jump back as you exhale. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, step the foot forward, left foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Breathe in and exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Inhale, rise back up, warrior one. Exhale, lower the palms on the same exhale, float through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands interlace. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, plant the palms. Same exhale lowers you down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in Deep breath out. Come back to that ujjayi breath. Notice the tendency to slip out of ujjayi breathing when the practice heats up a little. See if you can train yourself here on the mat to stick with that breath. Walk or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend the knees, sweep the arms high, lower the hands as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, palms interlace. Inhale, breathe in, open the heart. Exhale, take it forward, humble warrior. Inhale, back to warrior one. Exhale, plant the palms, step back. Lower through Chaturanga, keeping the belly engaged. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, interlace. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, lower the palms, step it back, float to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Back to ujjayi breath. Full, deep inhales and exhales. As you breathe in and out here, can you practice acceptance? One of the key components of self-love is embracing our strengths and our weaknesses and knowing that we are enough just as we are. Let's drop down to the knees. And on an inhale, we'll extend the left leg in line with the hip. Pull the belly in and then extend the right arm forward. Reaching in opposite directions, so left heel reaching back, right hand reaching forward. Then let's bend that back leg. Reach back with the right hand, clasp the inside of the left ankle, and then think of pressing the foot into the hand. Deep, heart-opening, balancing pose here. And then let's re-extend the arm and the leg. And as you exhale, lower the knee, lower the hand. We'll step the feet back, coming into a plank pose. Lower halfway through your Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right heel high. Exhale, let's tap right knee to left elbow and then re-extend. And then 2 more times, right knee, left elbow, extend, knee to elbow, and re-extend. This time we'll step that right foot between the hands, spin the left foot flat, rise up, warrior one. As you breathe here, can you practice compassion for yourself? Allowing yourself to be just as you are without harsh criticism from that inner voice. Lower the hands to the heart space. Take a breath in and out. On your next breath in, circle the arms overhead. Lower the hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, pull that compassionate energy into your own heart. Pause here. And take one more round. Arms reach high. Exhale. Extend the arms out to the sides. And then interlace the hands behind the back, straightening through the elbows. With deep compassion for yourself, open the heart. And then softly begin to straighten through that right leg. We'll heel toe the back foot in, just a footprint, and then square the shoulders to the top of the mat. Begin to hinge forward at the hips, coming into a forward fold, a pyramid. Hands are still interlaced. If this is too much, you can release the hands down to the earth. Again, practicing compassion for yourself, allowing yourself to be exactly where you need to be. Self-care is so much about awareness, just recognizing where we are and allowing ourselves to be there even as we're on the trajectory of improvement. Inhale, softly rise back up, come onto the left toes, and we'll hinge forward into the bound half moon pose. Hands are still interlaced. Left heel extends behind you. Make sure those left toes are angled down toward the mat. And then we'll release the arms out to the sides in a T pose. If you have a block, this might be a good place to use it. We'll place it under the left hand as we reach the right arm up to the sky. Let your gaze follow the right hand. Keep lifting through the left heel, bend the left knee, and then reach back with the right hand. Clasp the inside of the left ankle. The same action that we just used on the earth, pressing the foot into the hand, opening through the front of the chest. Take a few breaths here. And when you've had enough of that, we'll slowly make our way out of the pose, lowering both hands down to the earth, coming into standing splits. Left heel reaches high. And then slowly lower the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, walk or jump back. Pause here in a high plank pose. Engage the belly, pull the feet to touch. We're going to spin into a side plank with the right hand as our foundation on the earth. Left arm reaches high. Check in with the shoulders. Make sure that that right shoulder is balanced on top of the right hand. And then if you'd like to turn this into a flip dog, you can simply bend the left knee and reach the left toes around behind you. Otherwise, just stay in a side plank for one more breath. And then let's all make our way into high plank. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Honor your needs. If you need to drop down to your knees and take a breath, feel free to do so here. Now let's all make our way onto our hands and knees, coming into our second side. This time, right heel extends behind you. Engage the belly. Find your balance here as you extend the left fingertips forward. So right leg extending, left arm extending. And then we'll bend the right knee, reach back with that left hand, clasping the inside of the left foot. Think of opening through the front of the chest, through the heart. Use the traction of that foot to open the left shoulder. And then let's re-extend the arm and the leg. Lower the knee, lower the hand. From here, we'll step back into high plank pose. Lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left heel high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale to re-extend. 2 more times, knee to elbow and re-extend. 1 more time, knee to elbow, shoulders shifting over wrists each time. Inhale, left heel high, and exhale, step the left foot forward, spin the right foot flat, rise up, warrior one. And then we'll lower the hands to our heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sides and overhead. And exhale, pull that compassionate energy back into your heart, finding compassion for yourself. Sometimes that's so much harder than finding compassion for others, right? So let's practice here on the mat, being compassionate with ourselves. Let's interlace the hands behind the back, open the heart, open the chest. And then as you exhale, straighten through the front leg, heel toe the right foot in a footprint, square the hips forward, square the shoulders. As you exhale, make your way into your pyramid pose with the hands interlaced. Maybe you just go halfway. Maybe you release the hands. Again, finding what you need, meeting yourself there. Saying, no, I'm not going to do that when necessary. It's another very important aspect of self-love, right? Is knowing when to say no. Let's rise halfway, spin onto the right toes, and begin to pivot forward into our warrior three with the hands interlaced, belly engaged, staying with that nasal breathing, ujjayi breath. Let's release the hands out to the sides. And then from here, we'll lower the right hand down to a block or the earth. Left arm reaches up and overhead. See if you can stack the shoulders one on top of the other. Let's bend the right knee, reach back with the left hand, clasping the inside of that ankle or foot. Stay here and breathe. Notice the self-talk. Let's slowly make our way out of the pose, lowering both hands down to the earth, coming into our standing splits. Right heel reaches high. And then softly step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, walk or jump back into a high plank pose. Pause here. We'll come into our side plank. This time left hand stays grounded, right hand reaches high. Feel free to stay right here, or you can lift that right foot up, bend the right knee, and just step the right toes behind you. Open through the heart, through the chest. Wide open heart. Can you open your heart to yourself? Let's slowly lower both hands to the earth. Flow through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Loving ourselves is really the foundation of inner peace and love for others. We really cannot give to others what we cannot give to ourselves. So let's practice here on the mat, cultivating love and compassion. Lower the knees down to the mat. Let's come into a kneeling pose. Hips aligned over the knees. We'll make our way into Ustrasana, camel pose. Hands can rest on the low back. Heart opens to the sky. You can stay right here or reach the palms back, finding the heels, and then realigning hips over the knees. Heart is open. Feel that you're receiving compassion for yourself into your own heart. And gently put the hands on the low back and rise back up. Sink down into a wide leg child's pose. Surrender onto the mat. Completely let go. Remind yourself that practicing self-love is not selfish. It's actually what allows us to give to others at our highest and most optimal level. Self-love is about accepting ourselves as we are, knowing our strengths and weaknesses, and offering compassion toward ourselves just as we would toward another person. It's about prioritizing our physical, mental, and emotional well-being and showing up exactly as we are, without expectations to seek validation from others, but knowing that we are enough. Gently rise back up, spin onto your sit bones and extend the legs long in front of you. Flex the feet. On an inhale, reach the arms overhead. Take all of the length of your spine forward as you fold. There's an old saying that says you cannot pour from an empty cup. When you fill yourself with compassion, with care, when you prioritize meeting your own needs, you have more love to share authentically and abundantly with others. So allow yourself the space to be here and to give to yourself, knowing that this is what fuels your giving toward others. Inhale and rise back up. Bend the knees and softly roll onto your back. Hug the knees into your chest. Extend the legs up toward the sky. Know that you can stay here or come into a plow pose by extending the feet overhead. Maybe the feet touch the earth, and if they do, you can interlace the fingers and straighten through the elbows. Be mindful to keep the hips aligned over the shoulders. Close your eyes and settle in for a few breaths. If you're in plow pose, you can clasp the ankles and slowly begin to roll onto your back. We'll all meet by bringing the knees into the chest. Just wrap yourself in a big hug. And then clasp the insides or outsides of the feet, coming into happy baby. You can play with straightening one leg, maybe straightening both legs. Take any movements that you need to complete your physical practice. And then gently release the feet down to the earth. We'll end our practice just as we began in Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet touching, knees open wide. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Take a deep breath in. Feel your lungs expand with the gift of air. As you exhale, let your shoulders soften and your body settle into the mat. Allow your breath to find a steady, natural rhythm as you release your Ujjayi breath. Bring your attention to your heart space, that center of love and compassion within you. And imagine a warm, golden light glowing softly in your chest. With each inhale, allow this light to grow brighter, filling your heart with warmth and kindness. As you exhale, let go of any tension, any judgment, any doubt. When you're ready, you can extend the legs long on your mat, coming into your final resting pose, Shavasana. As you rest here in Shavasana, I'll say a few affirmations, and if any of these resonate with you, feel free to continue repeating them mentally as you rest here. I am worthy of love and kindness. I embrace myself fully just as I am. My imperfections make me beautifully human. I treat myself with the same compassion and care that I would give to another. Feel these words sink into your heart. Let them take root like little seeds planted in fertile soil, ready to grow and bloom. Bring your attention back to your heart space and imagine this golden light expanding, radiating out from your heart to fill your entire body. Feel its warmth wrap around you like a loving embrace. On your next inhale, extend the arms overhead for a full body stretch. And then hug the knees into your chest. Gently rock up to a seated position. Come into a cross-legged pose, keeping the eyes closed, the awareness soft and focused. And let's end our practice with just a minute or two of meditation, with the spine long and tall, the attention focused inward on the heart space. Take a moment to thank yourself for creating this time for self-care and connection to your true being. Know that this warm inner light filled with compassion is always within you, ready to be nurtured and shared. Remember that self-love is not selfish. It is the necessary requisite for giving to others. So as you move into the rest of your day or evening, remind yourself to practice non-judgment, practice kindness toward yourself, and prioritize your own self-care of your body, your mind, and your emotional well-being. Let's take a deep breath in together. And open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Again, deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Take a few more breaths just like that, letting go of anything that's weighing you down, letting go of harsh inner criticism towards yourself. coming into a space of kindness and compassion, softening from the inside to the outside. On your next breath in, reach the arms overhead. Draw the hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.